the original bad queen of the round table. I am. I get my car again, as usual, but this is the perfect time for me to come in and encourage, move, motivate, and force you to focus. So I'm working on Friday titles. We'll see how it works, but I want to kind of challenge myself on what kind of titles to use for our Friday days. And you know what? We're together Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see how everything works out and how it's, how we can, we'll see how everything works out. So today, what I want to do is, okay, today, what I want to do is to encourage all of you that are um, watching me on the various platforms, hey, why don't you download Habs? Hey, viewer, thank you so much for joining. Download Habs.tv. Follow me, follow many others that are really doing their thing, whether it's entertainment, teaching, or helping you to grow your business. You know what? Download Habs and, increase your connections and business bottom lines. I'm excited to be with you guys on Friday. I'm really celebrating the fact that, yes, I've done this 2 weeks in a row, and I'm really ready to help others to continuously do the same thing, and it's just called consistency. But today I want to talk about finances and kind of forcing yourself today to accomplish goals that you probably have missed out on all week, or you just didn't feel like you had the energy to do what you needed to do, didn't have the energy to get it done. And you know what? You might have gotten a little bit depressed. Can we talk about that? Oh, maybe I should change this to Faith Facts Friday or something like that. One of the things that's been important to me over the past couple of weeks is really understanding or sharing with people. Hey, viewers, thank you guys so much for joining. If you did not hear me say, I am Dana Williamson with B.A.D, Blessed and on a Destin LLC, the original bad queen of the round table. I am truthfully a business and lifestyle counselor, writer, a podcast host, coach. I am it all. I am also a ministry leader and avid couponer. Wow, is that a title? Nonetheless, some of the things that have really been important to me over the past few weeks have been about life in general and how people are getting through. And I look at myself as an entrepreneur, every day. I try to take inventory of who I am and reflect on who I am. And one of the things that has been important to me has been um the lack of conversation that we need to have, but the lack of conversation on depression. And it's troublesome because people walk around like everything is okay. I sometimes walk around like everything is okay, and the truth of the matter is it's not okay. Everything is not 100%. It's just fine, and it's hemming and hawing, so to speak, but everything is not okay. And when we decide that people are so much more important, people, what they're going through, what they're doing, the lives they're trying to lead, when we decide that people are so much more important than they you know are are saying, then we have to sit back and say, you know what? The facts are people are going through, regardless of the businesses they're trying to build. Oh, congratulations, you have a black owned business. Oh, congratulations, you started a boutique. Oh, congratulations, you did this, or oh, congratulations, you did that. The truth of the matter is that um, we have to say, look at what they're not doing or what they used to do. Can I just be a little transparent, a little more transparent than I have been? I my house is not clean. Can I say that? Is that too much to say on social media? Hey viewers, thank you guys so much for joining. Is that too much to say? My house is not clean. It's just not. And some people on the outside looking in might say, well, you're doing too much, so you're not here. And I have said that. But the truth of the matter is that I'm tired of everything. Most times I get tired of things just not going my way, not going the way I want them to go, or not, not being perceived. And I'm tired of that. Literally tired of that. And when I get home from doing taxes, or I get home from, you know, uh, driving rideshare, or I get home from meeting with clients, I literally, can you see me gritting my teeth? Literally get tired of that not working for me, and that everything doesn't fall into place. And the truth of the matter is it's not that I'm doing so much. It is because it is because I always want to make sure that everyone else is good. And this might sound a little derogatory, or it might sound opposite of what I'm trying to say about others, but I always want to make sure that everyone is good. And one day God is going to send someone to make sure that I am good. I'm not saying I don't have friends that, don't call, or, whatnot, but what I am saying is I don't. I, that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going there. Nonetheless, I know what's wrong at my house. Am I under like a full depression and, probably shut down? No. I know what's wrong. When I go in, I wash dishes. When I go in, I sweep the floor. When I go in, but everything else around me is, I really want to make sure that everyone else is good. I always want to make sure that my clients are good. I always want to make sure that anyone that rides in my car is good. Or I always want to make sure that the people that I work for, when doing the taxes, during the tax season, that they are good. And that's really what I'm getting at, is that everyone, you need to have the mindset or ideal that, let's look at other people as well as ourselves. Let's look at what they're saying, what they're not saying, what they're doing and what they're not doing. Sometimes you know what, we may not see in their faces that everything is may not be okay. So then we have to ask the questions. And it's like, hey, are you good? I see you show up for everybody. I see you're here all the time. What do you need? You know what I mean? And the that is where we take the step forward, and the Friday facts, the faithful Friday facts, and finances and goals and all that, it really comes down to, are we looking at the big picture? A lot of us, and I think I said this last week about knowing who your client is, and basically your pricing and business bottom line. And I will never take that away. I will never say, okay, I was wrong in that. What I will say what I will say is that we as people, especially as faith-based people, if we know that God has us covered unconditionally, we know God has us where He wants us to be, and God has us, He will also put people in our path that we need to just, reach out to. We know it might have to buy lunch for, or buy coffee for, or something. And the truth of the matter is that that's the facts. That's the facts. Even though we're doing what we need to do to build our business, because hey, I will not take anything away from what I did yesterday or what I did last week. But even though we're building our business, there's some people out there that need us as well. Is that too much to handle? Can we talk about that for a second? Is that too much to do? For some people, it might be. But again, it comes down to, who are you watching? Who's in your circle? Who at your table is just doing so much for everybody else, and they're not asking for anything for themselves? um we in the ministry always say, hey, you know them by their fruit. Does their fruit look like, they're doing okay? And if you really can't see their fruit, reach out. I'm going to change the title of this, probably, because it really, what I wanted to say, what I felt like I should be saying today, I ended up not saying. And I think that's a whole God thing everywhere. When God needs you to say something for somebody else, you just do, right? And one of the things that is really important to me is making sure that I hear the voice of God and that I speak the way He wants me to speak. And so I am ever grateful that we have this opportunity and we have some of these resources. But I'm also grateful for the fact that even though I can share my transparent moments with you guys, yes, I've had down times over the past few weeks. I also know that I try to keep an eye out for everyone else. I try to make sure that everyone else is good. And I know that God will send someone for me later. And I'm not asking it to be one of you. If you see this and you do, hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. But I'm saying this to say at the end of our week, one of the goals that we should have accomplished again was making sure everyone else was good. And again, sometimes I hear myself talking, I'm like, is that different from what I'm saying by, making, waiting for someone? Is that different than, are you always looking out for somebody else and not for you? Nope. No. Because if you have a spiritual balance with our Father in heaven, you know exactly what I'm saying. At the end of a full, beautiful business week, yes, we want to have accomplished all of our goals. We want to have gotten close to the number, okay, that we wanted to obtain, wanted to make, the money we wanted to make at the end of the week. But we also want to make sure that we made sure everybody else was good. There's too much going on around the world, ladies and gentlemen. There is too much pain. There is too much hurt and agony. People are still trying to get through this pandemic, and they're trying to figure out where their lives actually are and what comes next. They're trying to figure out, what do I do? And at this point in our lives, ladies and gentlemen, with everything going on, yeah, I'm good. Are you good? What do you need? And let's talk about it. So, those of you on the various platforms, you're on Twitter or Periscope, Facebook, my business pages. Let's talk about it. I've written books about, motivation and encouragement. I've written books about who's sitting at your table, and I've written books to just help you see where you are. But right now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we need. Let's be clear about where we are and what we want. And let's be clear that yes, we do want to help others because we can. I look forward to your comments. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Please share this live, share this video with others. And I thank you, all of you visitors and viewers that are here right now. I thank you all so much. I appreciate you. But again, yeah, let's talk about it because at the end of the day, we do need each other. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your day.